we are going to talk about some really fun menopause topics. But waiting in the wings is Karith Foster. She is a author. She's a comic. She's a motivational speaker. She's an incredible lady. We started out as comedians in New York together, and we are now moms, and we share probably too much with each other. So everybody put your hands together and let's introduce Karith Foster. Karith.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. I am in an undisclosed location in Burbank, California. I'm in the Witness Protection Program, and here I am with you. I'm so glad you're on with me.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, listen, I would have to say that the both of us are in a sort of peri state, wouldn't you say? I don't think we're full-blown menopause yet. What do you think?
Well, I don't know if I'm even in Perry right now. You know what? I follow because I know it's coming. It's coming for every woman, right?
Right, yeah.
And I like to be prepared. I like to know what to look out for and how to best take care of myself in every aspect of my life. And I have a lot of friends who run the gamut in age. And, I think we just all need a super amazing support system that we can have, a place to vent, a place to share. And so I really enjoyed being part of this community.
Well, thank you. And, remember when we were pregnant, and it sounds like we were pregnant together. We kind of were.
A little bit.
A little bit. But remember, like our friends who were pregnant before us and our moms who were pregnant before us, they didn't really tell us much.
No, this is not something people talked about. Like you kind of, this was what did they used to even call your periods? It was like, the date. It was like
the time of the month.
Well, no, they used to call it like the curse.
Oh,
I mean, so if that was the curse, then this is like the preamble to death.
Yes, this is the preamble to death. Yeah. No, my mom would say her friend was here, and I was like, who is that? And she's like, my friend. And I was like, stop talking in code. But, and then I realized that her friend was really not a friend. It was a monthly visitor that created havoc on all things American. So now, that I'm in, I know for a fact that I am in perimenopause as we speak.
Okay. And how do you know? Like, how do you know?
Well, so after I thought I was pregnant with another child, again, well, I thought, I was, Nick was 3 months old, and I went into my OB's office and they thought I was pregnant again. And, I said, I may be pregnant. She goes, you know what? We got to do something about this because you really shouldn't be pregnant again because I had 2 high-risk pregnancies. And at that point, they realized I wasn't pregnant, but they told me to get a Mirena IUD. And so I did.
Wow.
And so the Mirena IUD is a progesterone boost. And again, anything we talk about on the Menopod that's medical, please consult with your primary care physician. We are not doctors, although I'd like to play one on TV. Please don't. But what I was going to say is that, so basically the long and short of it is I've had the Mirena IUD, so now it sort of puts you into a false menopause, and then you don't get your periods anymore, and then hopefully by the time the IUD comes out, then I'll be fully into menopause. So in the next 5 years, they're predicting that I'll be fully menopausal. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do they use an 8-ball, or they're just like, yep, these are the signs?
Oh, yeah, one of the things they shake? Yes.
Yeah.
Quite likely. Yeah, no. Yeah. But, I mean, listen, I don't know about you, but I am not kidding. I will go into my kitchen, and I'm hungry, and I'll go into my kitchen, and I'll think I'm looking for my glasses when I'm actually just looking for some juice.
I saw someone say, I actually entered a room and remembered why I was in that room. Good thing it was the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's funny.
So, there's that. And then I don't know if you've seen the new Prevagen commercial that's up there for memory loss. And, they had to show it to me 3 times before I knew what the product was. So, that's kind of where we are today.
But don't you feel like some of this is also just trying to scare you and get you like to take medication that's just going to, destroy your liver and, give you anal leakage and like early death anyway? There's so many other things we can do, like eat, I don't know, fruits and vegetables more often.
Well, No, I mean, that's what's so interesting and what I wanted to talk to you about, because I know you subscribe to alternative remedies, which I think is very important. You know,
And it's so sad that they're called alternative when it's what people did like 100 years ago. What? You're not popping a pill? What? You're actually like getting proper nutrition and exercising? What?
So the cave woman wasn't popping like a Prevagen?
No, her cave physician hadn't prescribed it yet. They had to learn to write first so he could write her prescription.
They didn't move the Flintstone rock and say next. Well, yeah, next. There wasn't meta rock from
right.
Oh my God,
there certainly wasn't like vitamins and stuff. You got it from the earth. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think people lived as long as we're living now.
That's true. But they also didn't have like, indoor plumbing and sanitation.
Yeah, can you imagine?
And they didn't live in the sprawl of Los Angeles. It was
right.
So the alternative remedies, which are remedies, let's just call them remedies.
Yeah.
I think it's a little overwhelming because I'm not sure what to do. I hear a lot about black cohosh. So have you tried the black cohosh?
As opposed to the white cohosh? Are you trying to bring race into this, Mary, so soon in our conversation?
Push. It's a racial push.
Why can't we all just get along? It's not just the name of a game I'm promoting.
And the pharmacist is like, it's black. Right?
Yeah, the pharmacist.
Are you okay with that? It's black, right? Will your husband approve?
My daughter, you can bring home white cohosh, but if you bring home black cohosh,
check it at the door.
I'm sorry. That's not true. I'm not racist. Jeez. Everyone just calm down. But no. But so I hear about that now. I thought black.
Can you tell me what cohosh is? I don't even know what that is.
It's an herb.
It's a bush.
Oh, okay.
Actually, our next guest is an Ayurvedic herbalist, so
we'll talk to
nice.
All these questions.
But it's a bush, I guess, right? Bush? Is that
I believe it's a bush.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's a
berry on a bush.
It's a bush, but I hear it all the time on the Midlife Mood Swing page, which you guys should check out. And I'm nervous about taking gum from somebody else. I don't know if.
Yeah, let alone advice.
I don't know if I'm comfortable taking herbs. So tell me, I mean, listen, and I want to get into all the amazing stuff you're doing too, but last time I saw you, we had a girls' night where we had a hotel room all to ourselves because you were at a conference.
We did,
and we ate well, and we watched comedy specials, and we there was no children for miles.
Oh, it was a beautiful thing.
It was great. I woke up so rested that I literally thought I died. I did.
Can't imagine.
I let you sleep. I'm like, hey, I'm going to my thing.
Yeah.
You stay as long as you want. Yeah. You sleep and just enjoy. Because sometimes it's like so long in between those moments where you have nothing to do for anybody else and you can just rest and take care of yourself. Oh my gosh.
It was amazing. And Sue, this is what she did. I heard this. It was like something that my husband wouldn't even do. Because when we go on trips, I'm the one that deals with everything. I heard out of like the corner of my ear, Karith, I heard you go, "What time is late checkout?" And like you tapped my foot, right? Because I always have to have a foot out of the bed, right? You tapped my exposed foot and you go, "You have a late checkout. You stay here as long as you want." And I literally felt like I gained 10 years on my life. I did.
You were able to allow yourself that.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with that, allowing myself nice things.
Well, and that's what we want. So you are on this incredible program, like your exercise program, like just a wellness program.
Well, I'm not really exercising. It's actually technically kind of a recovery program to flour and sugar addiction,
Wow.
which is something that, I have probably always had a problem with, but never been ready to admit until I got to this place in my life. And it has been a godsend. I mean, truly. And I don't think I had any idea how much power flour and sugar wielded over my life.
Yeah.
And being able to have the support to acknowledge that, but then also abstain from it has been tremendous. It's been a life-changing thing. And it's what I found is, all the things that we do talk about, like I may not be like perimenopausal quite yet, but when I laugh, sneeze, or cough too hard, I pee on myself a little bit. I've had 2 kids. And when I started doing this and eating this way, I don't have that problem anymore. And I'm like, what? Wait, seriously? What? Like, that's what this is doing? Like, changing my diet is changing how my body physically reacts to things? Like, what else is it going to change?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is that I'm just gone gluten-free. You inspired me when because I ate very well when I was with Karith. Like, I was very observant of what you were doing, and you looked, and you always have looked fabulous, but there was such a light about you.
Thank you.
Maybe because you didn't have to get somebody some granimals. I mean, that's possible. But, the fact of the matter is that, it inspired me. So I've gone completely gluten-free, and I got to tell you, my body is going through a detox.
Oh yeah, without question.
But I'm glad you're doing that, because I think the work that Karith does, you need to be, the work that we all do. I mean, we're both professional stand-ups and moms and, performers and motivationals. I mean, you do it all. I think your body needs to be at the best it can be. It's almost like we're an athlete now. Not take one look at me. I'm not an athlete,
no, but you do a lot.
We do a lot. And here's the thing. What I'm really learning, through this recovery program, but also through, I'm creating these programs that I'm taking around the country. I know we're going to get to plug them later, but cheap plug now. I created a program called You Could Be Perfect or You Could Be Happy. And under that umbrella is this program I have called The Art of Letting Go. And some people think letting go means having 0 fucks to give. And I actually think you should give several fucks about things, or F's, as I'm going to say. And the first F is, instead of first things first you first. Like, you have to put yourself first, because as you said, we are these busy women with lots going on in our lives. And, I know you guys have flown like I do. And what do the flight attendants say when they come by when you got kids? Put your oxygen mask on first, and then help the people, pick a favorite kid and put theirs on,
Pick a favorite kid.
But the reality is, if you aren't functioning, if you are incapacitated, how in the hell are you going to take care of anybody else? So you have to do this for you. It is not selfish. It is self-care. There's a very distinct difference.
Well, and here's my question. Do you look at the kid and go, who's going to take care of me in my retirement?
That's how you do. That's how you pick which is your favorite.
Do you do rock, paper, scissors?
Yes.
I don't know. But no, I agree with you. And listen, I gave up being perfect a long time ago, because I just know I'm not. And I think that helps. But I think as moms specifically, I think we really have this thing that we need to do it all. I asked on the page today, Midlife Mood Swing, a private page on Facebook. Please, please, please join, ladies. It's private, and you can absolutely talk about anything. I said, when was the last time you realized you're a superwoman? And it was last night. I had an incredible gig at Flappers, Funny Women of a Certain Age, with our mutual friend, Carol Montgomery.
Oh, I love her.
She's amazing. And I literally was in full makeup. I probably was wearing Spanx. I can't remember. And I was like fully dressed. I was wearing pants that had a crease. Unbelievable. No jeans. And I got home, and who's up but my daughter, starving. And she is, she needs to eat something. I said, were you fed today? And she goes, yeah, but I'm hungry. And, I took a nap. And so what am I doing? Like, in heels, I'm making her like toast and giving her orange juice, and she had a headache, and making sure the kids' clothes are out, and making sure the lunches are put together. And I did that, and then laundry, and then I took care of the dog.
Right.
And those are the moments when I feel like I'm a superwoman. It's not necessarily when I'm on stage entertaining thousands of people. That's when I feel like, oh my God, I've got it together. And Karith, you probably, I think you gave your air miles to me so I could go visit my family in Boston. That's how many air miles you have. She is.
Oh, awesome.
No,
awesome.
Well, no, you really didn't do that.
No, I know, but I'm like, wait, no, that's right. I just flew you out to Texas that one time. So that's what I thought you were thinking of, but go ahead. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that you, like, literally, when you're getting on a plane, you were in DuPont Circle. Tell them about this game that you're in.
24 hours ago. So it's really this amazing. Like, how we don't sit down and like, look at each other eye to eye and have conversations anymore.
Yes.
Well, this amazing woman, her name is Kathy Cranberg. She, was realizing she was having that situation with her bonus daughters, her husband's daughters, and they were teenagers, which is pretty typical, but she wanted to connect with them. So she came up with this idea to start asking them questions. And she's like, this is a really fun, cool thing. And then she's like, there should be a game about this. So the first game she developed is called How Do You See the World? And it's 500 questions. You have a die to roll, and whatever category it lands on, you pick a question from that card that you pick. And the game that we were launching yesterday or 2 days ago in Washington, D.C. is called Why Can't We All Just Get Along? And it's the political and religious version. So like everything you're not supposed to talk about on a first date or a cocktail party or Thanksgiving, like this game gives you permission to go there. But the rules are no judgment. You listen to people and you get to express yourself and be authentic and real and get to have an exchange of ideas that we aren't doing right now. We have lost the ability in many sects of to communicate on a level that's not, I'm offended, you said that, or you don't agree with me, so we're not going to be friends anymore. Like it's like out of control. Yeah. So that's what she developed, and I'm fortunate enough to be a spokesperson for this game and to do media, and because it falls in line with so much of the work that I do through my nonprofit. I have a 501c3 called the Foster Russell Alliance for Meaningful Expression, and since that's a mouthful, it's we call it FRAME for short. Excellent. But I take programming to colleges and universities to promote free speech, inclusion, and social change. And this has been a wonderful tool, what she created for me to do an activity with these students, with faculty and staff, and even when I do corporate gigs, everybody wants to be connected to one another. Everybody wants to feel like they belong, and we're getting further and further away from that. Given what technology is doing. I mean, we may seem more connected in some ways, but those personal connections just aren't existing like they used to.
Well, that's true, and I think clicking like or putting a heart or saying, that's awesome isn't the same as sitting in a room with somebody and seeing them in 3D. And, you get something to look forward to, Karith. You get to look forward to teenage girls. God bless you.
Yeah. So excited about that. Yeah, no. So excited about that.
So I can tell you that, we as mothers, I think my struggle right now is with my teenage girl. I love her, but she isn't a talker, Betty Crocker. I wonder why, because my husband doesn't speak. But, it's like I really need to. He doesn't. He can, but he chooses not to.
Yeah, he's not a mute. Like, let the audience know he's not a mute. He just chooses to keep it to himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so he basically is a man of little words, Sue. And when I do hear him speak, I ignore him. And so
better that way.
Better that way. But he talks a mile a minute with her. Like those two are like have the.
That's so great.
Isn't that great? But it's her and I. She I went in and I was like, I love you, and she's like, goodbye. And so that's what happens, because she just, I don't know, I don't think I'm embarrassing. I think she just doesn't know what to do with me, and that's kind of something that I've gone through my whole life. But I think this whole questions and having to sit with somebody, because I got to tell you, my kids are in their phones, and my kids are in technology, and if they're not on their phones, they're on YouTube, and if they're not on YouTube, they're at the mall, and if they're not, and they just, it's a shorthand that they're speaking. But, I am afraid that, what's going to end up happening is we're all going to be like the people that were in WALL-E. Do you remember everybody? Exactly.
Oh, my God. Yeah. No, we're heading. I mean, listen, have you gone to a store lately? I mean, everybody's on their rascals. They're,
yeah.
Are you like even just like going somewhere to a restaurant and you see people staring at their screens and you're just like, this is supposed to be family time. Like that's not allowed in our house. We don't even have a TV right now. Yeah. Much to the dismay of our children. And we've been in a new house for several months now, and we don't have and we're contemplating not even getting one.
I don't think you should.
Not even.
No. Yeah. Because even if you're like, I watch the news a lot, even if you're watching the news, like even that, and I literally feel, ladies out there who are going through menopause, I literally feel like my blood pressure goes up when I watch any sort of news media. And I think that's not necessarily healthy, because already we're rushing so much cortisol through our body. We're changing, so I think you don't pick up that television unless, of course, you're on it, and then it'll just be Karith 24 hours a day.
And what's wrong with that?
Exactly. Oh, and this is when I did this. Yeah, no, I prescribed that. I put all my episodes, from Shameless up and then a little ER. And I go, this is exactly. No, I don't show Shameless to my children, everybody. Relax.
I was wondering that.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
So this is the promotion time for you, my love, because we have another vodcast to film a pre-tape again.
Okay.
And so, but I could talk to you all day. I mean, we could be.
I know. I feel that way too.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just on a regular phone call that we usually have.
Yeah.
Where we're cracking each other up.
Exactly. So what do you have coming up that first of all, I just love all the work that you're doing, but what's coming up that everybody can check you out or, hire you to? I think you're a wonderful speaker and really are
thank you.
mountains.
Thank you.
So what's happening?
Well, you can always go to karith.com, which is my website. I was very fortunate enough to be born with an unusual name. So there aren't too many Kariths out there. That's KARITH.com. I speak on many topics from diversity and inclusion, but putting a twist on it. Really focusing instead of on the division aspect of it, but the inclusion. I actually trademarked the word inversity, which is, instead of focusing on what separates and divides us, what do we have in common? Mm-hmm. How can we be truly inclusive? But most importantly, introspective, understanding your value, your worth, your connection to humanity. After that, and I make it fun because, I'm a comic at heart. That was my beginnings. And I don't think anybody should be lectured at or talked down to. You should be engaged and it should be an experience. The other programs I have are You Can Be Perfect or You Can Be Happy, which is also the title of a book that I'm on my way to completing. I've taken this program several places. And if you go to perfectorhappy.com, you can see what the book cover looks like and even pre-order. But that's also going to be a masterclass I'm going to be teaching in the spring. But the preamble to that is The Art of Letting Go, which is a seminar I'm going to be hosting in Dallas, Texas on January 4th, 2020. That's a Saturday. It will be relatively inexpensive for what you will be getting. So if you are in town, we'd love to have you join us and get something to take home with you, something to lift you up for the beginning of the new year and give you, everybody's, talking about giving up things, but giving up something and letting go of something are actually two different things. Like giving up is like, somebody's taking something away from you. Right. Letting go is you actively releasing what is holding you back.
You're making the choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I'm letting go of bread.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. God bless America. I love you, Karith.
I love you.
And Sue is fantastic. I mean, this page, you guys, Midlife Mood Swing on Facebook, private page, has blown up. We are, we're almost 600 members strong. It's a private thing. Karith and I are on it. Sue's on it as well. Nothing's off limits. Plus, we have the Menopod vodcast that you guys, are tuning into right now. We're going to do basically a show. We're going to try to do a show a week and then, have guests that can answer questions, much like Karith. Karith, you are, you've really sort of reinvented yourself over the years. And I think you're a wonderful tribute to your daughters and to your husband. And I think, you're setting our future on the right course. And somebody said, with all the pictures that you posted from your last adventure, they said that Karith Foster should run in 2020. What do you think? Come on.
I appreciate that. I'm going to stay out of politics. I will be an influencer for sure, and I will talk to whoever wants me to. But I think my feet are better on this side of things.
Yeah. Well, it could be Foster Kennedy. 2020.
There you go. Hey, listen, your name will bring in everybody in. That's the thing.
Or not, right?
Either way.
All right, my darling. I love you to death.
Love you. Thank you both for having me.
And please share it. And everybody check out Karith on all the wonderful places that you told us. And I will talk to you soon. All right?
All right, babes.
Thanks,
you guys
sweetie.
take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here's the question that we're asking all men that we see here at Hollywood Highland. Do you prefer the thong? This is for yourself, by the way. It's not for or the granny panty.
Think about all factors here.
Think about factors. We have a thing that goes up your bum. Okay, it goes up your bum.
We're not doing that. We're not doing
You're
that.
not doing the thong. No thong. So you're going to do the granny panty, which is so large when it gets cold in Toronto, you can use it as a blanket.
I wear some granny panties.
You wear granny panties for sure. Absolutely.
I would wear some.
You would wear.
I don't want no thong up my butt.
That was Nico. Sir, would you rather wear a thong? You, not
me.
You. Would you rather wear a thong or the coveted granny panty? What would you rather wear as a man?
Depends on the season, right?
Depends on the season. Okay. Depends on summer. You would wear what? You'd wear the thong.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the winter, you'd wear the thong. And he'd wear the thong in the winter. So the granny panties has no use for you, Italian stud.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
Even though I'm a little overweight, I would wear the thong.
You would wear the thong. Would you wear a thong? Or would you wear the coveted granny panty?
Granny penny.
You're gonna wear a granny panty? Okay, good for you. But are you making your lady wear the thong?
Always.
Always. But do you understand that this is hazardous to her health? This little string, everybody, goes up her anus, and it can create some definite issues. You're putting her life at risk, Dwight. Sorry, but you like the look, right? You like the look. Okay, so next time I want you to throw this around your lady and say, "Look what I got from Costco." All right, Dwight, you've been fabulous. Let's give Dwight a round of applause. Thank you. Get him a six-pack of the granny panties.
Okay, we're going back to Hooters for a cocktail.
Back to Hooters. Going back to Hooters, everybody.